sound on. Transition. And hello, everyone. Let's see. Does it really matter where my camera is? Not really. We can stay on the top right. Even though that's not consistent with the rest of the series. Hey Chip Sounder, how are you doing today? And that should be everything ready to go, so let's get going. So you said you have found a thing that we need to backtrack for?
No, a thing to avoid backtracking.
So does that mean we should start with
We're good here. Let me kind of explain. So this dungeon actually has two bosses to it. But they are not. It's not direct.
Yeah.
So
we were told in the game lore to do there's the one guy as well as the dragon.
There's Blight and the dragon. Blight is not here.
Oh.
He was never here, and that was already here. No, we were not. We were told to say we had a message from Blight to get in here.
Oh. That's interesting.
But Blight was never in this location. But the big backtrack thing. So you know how there's moving walls in here.
Yeah.
When you break certain objects, should be like these glowing spheres, it causes the walls to move.
Yeah.
That is tied to one of the bosses of this area, the judge.
Yes. Oh wait, no, the judge is the one that we were told is here. Blight's the
Nope.
No?
Doombringer is the one that we were told is here. Judge was not mentioned anywhere.
There was somebody else who was mentioned.
Yeah, Doombringer. The dragon.
No, we were told about like the judge guy.
No. He's not actually in the dialogue for here. I
Really?
did double check this. Yep.
I remember somebody telling me. Like I remember reading.
We looked at the achievements. And that's the only place we've seen Judge mentioned so far.
No, because whoever was telling us about like the moving walls in here said they were connected to the judge. I'd have to go back and rewatch the like stream from last time.
But yeah. So to go into my entire thing, the judge is on a separate path. So Doombringer is the required boss of the area. The judge is slightly hidden on a different route on the 4th floor of this area.
Okay.
If you want to kill both bosses, we pretty much want to kill. The best way I found it is just do. I think of the two, the judge has much more difficult patterns. Doombringer also has patterns, but his are more readable.
Hmm. Oh, that didn't move the wall down here. Well, how do I get to that chest?
the judge will disable the moving walls if we kill him.
Uh-huh.
So we definitely want to take him out before we leave, because it makes leaving easier.
There we go. I got to this chest down here.
Yeah. Because I am not sure if... Think about the judges. I'm not sure what attacks of his are even avoidable for some stuff. Because he kind of... The way he behaves is there's a bunch of map-based triggered attacks. So in the arena that you're fighting, there's a bunch of things that go off, but also the judge themselves has a bunch of attacks. In the intersection of both those things going off at the same time is a little bit lacking in easy ways to avoid.
Did I get myself trapped?
There's always a way out of areas here.
I'm not seeing where I'm supposed to be going. If I destroy this, it just moves a wall.
You're at that one.
Like, even if I look at my map when I destroy this, it moves a wall to the north of me.
Yep. That's expected. Do you want to... Yeah, so when you destroy this...
Oh, this one becomes pass-throughable. Okay.
Now, you just move... If some can pass through, you can also move at the same time as the wall.
But on my screen, it wasn't moving. So it was
weird.
Like...
Also, this one, you did it the hard way, because you can also just range attack this to do the same up.
Well, there was a chest back there that I was looking for. Chip Sounder says, had a rough few days, but need to see the positives. Yeah, it is can be really rough sometimes to see the positives. What is this?
South is a route back. You don't want to go south.
I'm full up on potions and stuff. Alright, let's go. Well, that doesn't seem very... productive. Ouch. Sounder said, I made a puzzle and need to run a test of it. Might be okay with Fawn. Cool. They're giving us a lot of potion places.
Well, This dungeon has a lot of chip damage potential with these enemies.
What am I missing this? Oh, some of the walls, like, have to push me. Unless I misread it.
Also, if you see any enemies with books, those specifically are the ones that are casting the silence.
Okay.
I know that's more of a risk for you.
Yeah. Let's find where this thing. That one moved.
This one on the left is 3 that you have to break in sequence. You're gonna break the bottom one, I can break the top one, and then we gotta break the middle, then we can go left.
Okay. There's a thing to our south, so that is this bottom one.
That's just you have to jump to it. Well, that works too. You can jump to it while it's moving
Yeah, I was just slow.
as well.
Alright.
Yeah. So on the left here, there's 3 of them. Let me. No,
Bottom
not
one's
that
broken.
one.
Oh, okay.
That's not. Yep. Ready?
Broken.
Yep.
Broken.
And then go left.
Let's go. Is this a broken wall?
What's behind here?
Yep. Funny enough, I actually required one, because when you do this,
I leveled up.
I need mana.
How am I running out of mana? Well, I guess now is the time to start using my mana spheres and stuff. Items. I think mana spheres are the biggest. Find. Yeah. Let's pump it into strength. That will give me some more health regen, and some more mana regen. Oh, 7. Yeah. These gears are too short. Sure are.
I can't do that.
Oops. Mana sphere. Probably just need that giant mana potion.
That skill is not ready. Die! I can't do that yet. I have no mana. That skill is not ready. I can't do that. And stay down. I'm dying.
No, I died. I'm alive again. I don't know why I'm being so hesitant to use potions and stuff. It's just really not- How do we get over there?
If you watch these when it moves, there's a gap.
Just ran straight through them.
What's behind here?
Yeah. There's some stuff there, but nothing wrong with it.
when I was messing around here, I didn't find any of the things I don't remember of what we actually care about.
Mhm.
So like the stat increase things or stuff like that.
Yeah. Whoops. Oh, stop hurting me. Yeah, but I can get over there. Destroy this thing. Oh, okay. Wait, that might be a thing that's... I doubt that's anything important. Now wait for the walls to come back. Masterpiece painting.
Okay. So this is floor 4.
Mm-hmm.
To the left is Doombringer.
Okay.
If we break this crystal in the middle, grappling hook down to the set. Wait. You don't need to execute it. I'm just telling you. If we break the crystal, grappling hook down to the south, and they go along that way, that leads us to the judge.
Okay.
And since we want to do the judge second, probably want to go here first.
Yeah.
But just letting you know the route to the judge.
Sounds good. Doombringer.
Yep. I think this is an interestingly designed fight, at least.
Retreat!
Immediately dies.
Nope. Stood too long trying to grab you.
My apologies. What is speedy? How did I revive this fast?
Yeah, we missed our damage phase since you were down.
Well,
On the left, gonna land probably.
these magic pistols are pretty useless.
I can't do that yet.
That is-
Ah. I hit mana potion instead of health potion. Side effects of playing the other character I had, which is only has health potions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crud.
It's just, it's fine.
Why did it send us
What?
all the way to here? This was the least gold.
Wait, what?
Oh, this
you
was
had
the
to-
least gold.
Yeah, you don't want to go here. This is the last safe zone. You wanted to go the most expensive one. So we got a
I think
long walk now.
short-circuited. Short-circuited.
No.
Should have been up here.
Oh.
I'm sorry. What's that mean? That skill is not working. Creep.
Is there a closer safe zone that we should hit just in case I accidentally short circuit again?
No, because we still have, no matter what safe zone we go to, you got to go through the entirety of this dungeon still again.
Yeah.
Remember, it's a 3-1 again.
Yeah.
Break the top one. From here. Wrong way.
What's behind here?
That's not the fucking stuff. Loot goblining. Ouch. At least the enemies didn't respawn. That'd have been super pain. Already pain as is.
I can't do that.
Really?
You gotta respect his damage.
I just didn't expect whatever happened there. This is a long, got a quarter of his health on this one.
Oh, yeah.
Before the Spire Roof. The Obsidian Spire. The biggest one. Let's go. First round. Really? Okay, now the fact that my primary attack plus mana is getting in the way.
That skill is not ready.
There are so many
Retreat!
obstacles. That was quick.
It's random.
Run!
You also can't get too massively far away from him when you're in damage phase, otherwise he doesn't stay in it.
Yeah.
You gotta be in range of his damage phase attacks.
Oh, there's mana upstairs.
I can't do that.
Also, you're probably gonna have to just use your potions. It's not gonna be reliable to actually be near me for my heal.
Yeah.
Map's too big for this battle, and I've got to move completely differently than you to get in melee range. Huh?
I don't know how I got stuck there.
Probably the pillars you were stuck on.
Retreat!
Yeah, even I have to respect his melee openings. I can't go in when he's not in the middle of his longer animation.
Yeah. I didn't recognize that there was a melee stomp there.
Like, it's too fast, so it has too big a range. You can't even dodge out of it
Yeah.
unless he's actively in another animation like that.
Help me!
Over.
Can't get him to fly away. There he goes.
My primary attack is taking so much mana.
Retreat!
Oh my god.
Gotta watch the drop shadows.
Can I survive this flyby?
Run!
Seriously?
Gotta respect the shadows and dodge as needed.
That skill is not recognized.
Good. 300.
And so, the lost invading
We
dragon
defeated him, but
has
they
been slain.
flew away?
They crashed to the ground in front of the tower.
Ah.
points. Upgrade this to the judge.
Where's the potions thing? There's one right here.
Yeah. So we gotta break the thing here. Missed it. Wait for it to start moving again. Alright, in this exit here. That's just a way back.
Okay.
Because those walls, I believe, move once the judge is killed. Oof.
For the courtroom. I need to swap secondaries.
Risk on this one's more the burstiness of the enemy.
62. And health regen.
But we got his health down pretty low that time, so we just need to. I just need to keep more careful about bursting.
exploring.
I wouldn't overtune your gear too much on against this guy,
Mhm.
because he is going to drop gear that I'm pretty sure you'll use. Because I know he drops a unique mage benefit of item, I'm pretty sure.
Mhm. Okay. And then Arcane Beam. This is the highest one. So that one. This is Orb and it's fire. Goes in the fire column. Never let you in. Orb. Yeah. Let's go.
And if you haven't, you're going to want to still be investing a few points into strength every now and then for your HP max.
Yeah.
Because the other thing is the final boss has attacks that bypass all defenses.
That's fun.
So you gotta dodge them. So your HP max will matter against the final boss.
Well, their portrait changed.
Yep, they swap back and forth between two different types.
Oh.
This is their physically weak phase. They do a lot more damage.
I leveled up.
Vanning Jane, you
Aegis
have
of the
been
Courts.
judged.
Oh, well, that's blocks 50 damage, 4-second cooldown.
Yeah.
Well, this would have been nice for you for, well, maybe. Against, Doombringer.
Not really. It would over halve my physical defense to swap to that. Let's see. The other thing is the final boss gets weaker based on how many of the black crystals we've destroyed.
Hmm.
Let's get back to the main town.
Yeah.
See, we have better rolls on the shops for master gear. Unfortunately, this and the one by the final dungeon are the only two real master tier dungeons.
Mm-hmm.
and the loot quantity in the final dungeon is not massive. It's like, knowing what I know now, like, kitting out a full kit of actually good master gear is relatively rough.
What's behind here?
We can just go down here. I'll let you
Down by the
grapple
exit.
that one.
I am just back parking area.
Not enough mana. What's behind here?
How do I get over there?
I don't know. The other thing I found out is I don't think there is any sort of swimming or flight, so I have absolutely no clue how you're ever expected to reach some of those items.
I need mana.
What are we gonna play about?
What's behind here?
That's Hey, Grand Elixir of Excellence. And gold. And chest with things in it.
Dragon scales.
Doombringer with Splat. Is that just a fishing spot right over here? Yes. That was not what I wanted. Oh, there's a quest over here.
That's just a repeatable for a quest.
Hi. Consider it done. Good day. Hi.
So the tyranny of the Black Dragon is over. I feel this is it. This will be the downfall of both Blight and that nutty lord. Don't you feel that too? Well, I will help the guys here set up a new camp where Old Sild was, and then I will head back to Fallowfields. Okay, see you back at the Resistance
Yes.
HQ.
Good day. Hi. I'm in for a good deal.
Oh, nothing I want from them. guys are worth much, but let's... Maybe we can get a little bit off them. That's the... When I follow the road through the middle. Yeah, we're getting a little bit of XP off them.
And stay down.
Not much.
Getting a percent at a time, just going through these waves. It's not that bad.
Yeah.
We're just enemies we're drive-buying, basically.
Yeah. Return to Malgar.
Yep. There's an exclamation mark here.
Hi.
What do you mean? Who stopped? What has ended? The stones? They're not falling from the skies anymore? How did you know this? I ended it. Then I can rebuild my house and move back. Oh, how I have waited for this day to come. You know what? I have some spare gold here. Take it. I have the scroll here. Take it all. Book of Knowledge.
It's not a lot of XP, but it's some XP.
Book of Knowledge. Book of Knowledge. Here.
Good day.
What about them
Yes.
cabbages?
Let's see what you have to offer.
Should I have enough this thing?
Hi.
Welcome back. I understand you now have Isidora's key, Eris's key, and Lisard's key. Good. I will then shape the last one, Shaden's key. If you give me the ones you have, I will use them as a basic combination of the knowledge I siphoned from Shaden when he tried to resurrect me. Please give me the keys, then return here in about an hour. It will be done by then. Great.
Yes.
I'm exit.
The town.
Good day.
So I believe the final boss does damage that is related to
I'm in for a
cold
good deal.
and poison that is mitigatable.
Okay.
Hi. Let's see what you have to offer.
Alright, shop keeps out of. Is there a shop with unlimited money?
Good day.
No. Job improvements is a mod.
Healing potion. Do not have.
Hi. I'm in for a good deal.
A giant. Instrument. Okay.
Good day. Let's see what you have to offer. Hi.
Crap. Pop. Okay. Healing potion. There we go. There. And I actually need a giant mana potion. And I think I want another healing potion.
Good day. I'm in for a good deal.
Is it cheaper to buy a giant healing potion for 4,000? No, a giant empty bottle for 1,000 plus 500 craft is cheaper.
Good day.
Oh.
Let's see what you have to offer.
Sell these 2 potions. Blast. 3. This 55 HP is better than that one. Oh. Because that has 10 charges, that has 7, and that has 6. And of course, potions can't be filled if they're not on your hotbar. Well, I'll hold on to this anyway. There we go. Those. Actually, I gotta have this. You said poison?
Poison and cold, I believe. It'll say it in the dialogue up here.
Okay. Spells. What's this guy's shop?
I'm in for a good deal.
Also, if you're specifically lacking in poison, remember the merchant in the HQ
Yeah.
always sells poison-resistant gear.
Hi.
Here, BRB.
Okay.
Good day. Let's see what you have to offer. I'm in for a good deal. Let's see what you have to offer.
Okay, I'm back. Also, even though the character says come back in an hour,
Mm-hmm.
it's actually triggered. You need to go back to the resistance base.
Okay.
I'm in for a good deal.
Oops. These are objectively better than what I put.
Hi. Let's see what you have to offer.
Glad I didn't just mindlessly sell everything. Where's the leathercraft guy? Is he not in his house?
You're getting closer into the evening on the time stamp.
That's true.
Good day. I'm in for a good deal.
Well, I'll spend some time crafting stuff afterwards. Where is the path to thing?
I can't do that yet.
You didn't talk to the guy.
Huh?
They discovered the resistant HQ is in the sewers, so now the sewer is full of,
Hi.
if you go south of here, the sewer is full of soldiers instead of bugs.
Oh,
Good day.
That's what the guy at the entrance said.
Hi.
It's not the priest, it's a different guy.
Good day. Hi. Let's see what you have to offer.
ran out of money.
Good day.
There's not much time left for us, I fear. I'm really afraid of being put back into that prison. What will become of us? What happens if the Lord finds us down here before we have gotten to Blight?
Good day.
Resistant leader Roland Steelwill. Something terrible has happened. They caught Ultra coming down here, arrested him, and now my brother's men are everywhere. It's bad. Very bad. They might find us soon. We need to act quickly. But first, tell me what happened up north. Oh, let me tell you. You killed Doombringer in the Spire, and Charlie Trevette was safe and sealed? Great news! This is just terrific. Have you tried getting those last keys, too? It might be a bit tricky, but we really need them to get to Blight. But right now, we need to handle this situation with my brother before he finds us. Kip thought this might be the best opportunity we have to overthrow him, and he's probably right about that. And why is that? We believe that now that they think they are close, my brother might not be as careful anymore. See, he has even sent out a lot more men from Superbia to search down here. That means there are fewer soldiers guarding him. Because of that, it should be easier to get him inside Superbia. We might be able to lure him out. How would we do that? Well, they still think you are a soldier with them, right? You haven't given them any reason to think you aren't, have you? I believe they still believe that I am a believer. Crafty. I suggest you put that clout to use then. Our idea is that you will walk into Superbia and request to meet my brother, the reason being that you found and killed me. My words won't be enough, though. No, his royal bodyguard will need some proof. For this, I will give you the royal crown to show them. That will most certainly grant you a visit with my brother. Once you see him, he will probably figure out pretty quickly that you're a fake, and have his men attack you. Take them out, and then grab him and take him back here. Do you think you can do this? It's not like I have a choice.
Please
Details.
continue.
Words, objectives. Capture him.
Charge the castle. It's that door on the first floor.
Yeah.
To Castle Superbia. And hopefully it'll be the next day by the time we're done with this, so that way maybe the shops will refresh.
Yeah.
So I can still do with a slightly better helmet, I think, is my weak spot right now.
Yeah.
I don't have any, it's not giving me any resistance with the one I currently have.
Castle Guard Captain Paul Lipman. Yeah, they are searching down in the sewers now. That's where the resistance is hiding. They are done. I received proof from Protheo. Okay. Show me the proof. Look here, it's the royal crown of Parian. That's a lot of hair stuck to it. What is that? Is that a wig? Just let me in so I can show this to the Lord. Can we just unlock these there now? Wait a minute. Why wouldn't Protheo come himself? How do I know you're not the traitor? Quickly, who's the Lord's favorite chess player? Nasterkov? Nice try. You know what? I think you're the traitor, and I'll get a big reward for capturing you. I guess there's nothing more to say. Thanks for unlocking the door, though. Can I level up? Please level up. More strength.
You want to move further in? Because the guards patrol the door there, down there.
Okay.
And this is a pseudo boss battle, but it's more like a horde of enemies that actually use formations.
Archibald Steelwill had words to say, but I couldn't beat them. Royal Throne. Stop shooting me.
I have no mana.
can't take it, I surrender.
Oh,
The
Archibald,
Lord's Award.
your brother requests a meeting.
Useless.
And an enhanced potion.
3 charges. It's better than my rejuvenation potion.
And it gives invuln.
Yeah.
But up to you. It's more useful for me, given invuln will pretty much always be damage avoidance for me
Yeah.
if I'm going in.
Okay. Oh, look, mine.
I can't do that yet.
DoorDash is yeah.
Yeah.
Get to it. No coffee this time?
Good day.
I forgot Brooks' hot chocolate.
Oh no.
Immediate execution. Hey, remember how there's an entire cooking system in this game we don't use? Yeah.
Hi.
You have my brother. Did he surrender without a fight? Yes, he was unprepared and morose. Fantastic. Please place him on the floor. Kip will take it from here. He has his own ways of handling things, and he will ensure that my brother convinces his troops to surrender and join our cause. Can I help with this? No, but you need to find both those keys and talk to Malgar about the last one, so we can break Blight's seal and end him. Now that Doombringer is dead, Blight won't have any dragons left to protect him. Yes, I'm not done yet. Once you're done, please come back here to see me, or better yet, join us in Suburbia. Once we've persuaded my brother to disarm his troops, it should be an easy task. I will meet you there. Let's go.
And now we have Return to Malgar.
Oh yeah, we can
Oh, do you want to change time of day?
Let's go talk to Malgar first.
They don't like us.
Good day.
I'm done. It was a whole lot easier than I had expected. What Shaden thought of me will now be Blight's downfall and my revenge. Please take the 4 keys and seek the magical barrier that seals off the tower where Blight broods. Once you get close to it, the 4 keys will dispel the magic and a way forward will open up. That's it? No, you should prepare yourself, hero. Blight might still be weak enough for a human to defeat him, but he is still an ultimate form of undead power, formed by violence and raw hatred. What can I do then? It might be wise to try to shield yourself as much as possible from his attacks. I'm sad to say that they will be far greater than yours. Many of his attacks will pierce straight through your armor. However, at least his poison and ice damage is weak against magical resistance. And don't forget, the more Oblivion crystals you remove, the less power he will regain.
Tell me more.
The highest point of Superbia. Alright, get into the castle, enter the upper floors, find and exercise Blight the Horrible. Let's go!
All 4 keys.
Alright, currently midnight, let's go to like 12.
Hi.
And nothing
I'm
good.
in for a good deal.
It still doesn't have any money.
I don't think they full reset over the day change. I don't know what the rules are on them then. Yeah, well. We tried to get better gear and faith.
Good day. Hi.
I haven't gotten the prepared hides from Asur in a while. He says he's out of stock. Does this force me to pause my shop for a while? That's weird.
Hi.
Shop.
Let's see what you have to offer.
nice. So let's replace that. This is fine.
Good day.
More craft. Let's do. Oh, let's just try. Okay, none of those were better. Green. Okay.
Did the inventory actually change for you? Because I saw the exact same inventory as before.
I'm crafting stuff.
Oh. You're rolling RNG.
Yeah. Okay. And then let's enchant all of this just to see what happens. I never really engaged with these systems.
Hi.
Enchant. Alright,
Good day.
enchant. Golden slippers. Component. Chips, tokens. Nothing. Wait, does none of this like do anything? And should I not have gotten rid of all my lesser elven runes to turn them into greater elven runes? Okay, well now I'm confused. Hammerwatch to enchant. you cannot enchant an item that is already of blue tier or higher. Okay, and so I need lesser elven runes to get it to be green tier.
Ah,
Sure.
I'm in for a good deal. Good day.
Disenchant. Disenchant this, please. Oh, just right there.
Ah,
Disenchant. Ages Noble Power. Result. Oh, now I have 5 of those.
good day.
Okay, enchant. I want to enchant a pair of gloves, majestic gloves. But I want to use bone meal. Okay, and 1,000. Cool. And if I enchant those, I enchant them with ectoplasm. There. Now they give me life steal and mana steal. I need these 2 gloves. Wait, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Is there any other effects that I would want? I mean, health regen. I need stamina leech. I could enchant my weapon. But I would just add some extra damage. I add this damage. Move all this down here. Not need any of it. Okay. And then I want to put on this weapon. Well, if he uses poison, probably want... Okay, mean. Well, I'm just gonna hit him with a whole bunch of cold damage. Because why not? Definitely not the best element to be using, but I don't have better weapons. Well, that's already blue, so I can't do anything on that. But this, I could add... some poison to it. It's not gonna be that much poison though. Alright, cool. I'm ready. Let's go. I've engaged with the systems. I've cooked, I've crafted, I've enchanted and disenchanted.
But did you do the speculative investment?
I did not engage with that one, no.
Huh.
Resistance Leader Roland Steele. Welcome to my home. Feels good to be back in the castle after all this time. While walking over here from the sewers, my brother's troops didn't dare do anything, and most of them have lowered their weapons and switched sides. And now what? Well, you need to find both those keys and talk to Malgar about the last one so we can break Blight's seal and end him. Now that Doombringer is dead, Blight won't have any dragons left to protect him. Right, keep forgetting. I will do that then. Alright, let's go. Wait, what?
Good day. Yes.
Well, the light's on the top floor, so...
That skill is not ready. Die.
Why am I not reaching mana on my attacks? I got the hook shot.
Yeah, I thought that was funny, given the hook shot's basically something you'd get at like apprentice difficulty. You'd have to be on the second floor where guards automatically attack you at apprentice strength if you wanted to get that hook shot.
What's that mean?
There's no real reason to be collecting gold. Let's go. An adept wand? How did I get an adept wand?
That skill is not ready.
I don't want to. I need to just dump into hammer throw.
Let's go.
Sorry, had sandwich in hand.
Nice.
Delicious bagel sandwich with hot honey.
That sounds really good.
And pastrami.
Not enough mana. I have no stamina.
There's a spawner here. They must do lightning damage element. I basically had to dump that resistance.
No, that's not working. Oh, this is a dead end. I'm not about this.
Help me!
One button.
to make Crusader better, I need
What's that thing mean? I can't do that. Not enough stamina. I'm dying.
That's not the potion I wanted to use. That looks like a fancy chest.
And stay down. What's behind here?
Grand Elixir of Excellence. Do you still have enemies from you?
I need mana.
Oh shit. You brought enemies to me when I was in my menu.
Okay. Let's go. Yeah, we did it. Defeated Blight.
Wow. I have purged this land from the undead menace of Blight the Horrible.
Okay. Is there really anything else to do after we defeat Blight?
Well, other than slowly walk down because they don't have a down
Skip.
portal or return system. What's this ring? That's not a bad ring. Life steal. Well, everything steal. Right. Go.
Ooh, Buffberry Herb's really nice. Oh, of course, there's no one way up there.
Yep.
I have no stamina.
I don't know if my gloves that I made helped in any way, shape, or form. I couldn't tell at all, which is really annoying. Apparently there's a key door over here.
I know we can get shinies that we can't really use.
Improve my skills. I mastered my master ability.
Yeah, so Diablo-esque, right? Theoretically, you replay this scenario or workshop scenarios with the same character on extended content or stuff like that.
Yeah.
Except what
There
other
isn't much.
scenarios?
Exactly.
Huh.
Resistance leader Roland Steelwell, so it's all over. Blight has been exorcised, Doombringer slain, and my brother captured. I can't believe it's over. I feel as if a big goiter has been taken off my right shoulder. I think it's time to move back into the throne room now. Come see us in there in a few hours, maybe 10. Then there will be a few nice words spoken and maybe even a medal for you. I think that would be the least. So, you want us to, like...
So go, hurry up and wait.
Why? Like, that's fine for narrative, but, like, don't make me
Now?
actually hurry up and
Why?
wait. Like, you just... You just do a fade to black moment.
No. Gotta go sleep for 12 hours just to make sure we overtake it.
It's the same price either way.
Yeah, the only one that charges per hour is the church. For some reason. Church follows its own rules.
Excuse me.
You're unexcused.
That's okay. I don't need to be excused.
You gotta go straight
can't see
into
that yet.
Hammerwatch Heroes 2, right?
Mm-hmm. Welcome, welcome. This is my rightful place, the royal throne in Castle Superbia, where I can rule the realm of Harion with just a fist and a fair mind. But I digress. You have helped our kingdom defeat this undead horror, my not-so-nice brother, and those huge dragons. I see you got your peace back. And we will now rebuild what was destroyed. A new dawn is coming, and there will be a lot of changes around here. I'm uncertain of what to do with my brother at this moment, so I guess I will keep him stashed away for a while. I've given his lordship to Kip Raver. Henceforth Kip, or I should say Lord Raver, will be the manager of Block Day and my right hand in reforming the armed forces. Hey, that's all you talked about. I've given Ash the mandate to rebuild all magic schools around the realm, and all magic affairs will go through him. His side will be Rhea Shadir, who will also be our link to Malgar K, whose house we will of course rebuild and exempt from any future property taxes. They really deserve all that. Yes, and there's more. I have chosen the mayor of Sild, Bum Jones, to be my envoy and negotiator with Patrol Leader of Overdune, so we can repair the pact and keep the Hollows open in the future. Bum used to be a stellar negotiator, so I think he will be perfect for the job. What about the people on Hammer Island? I have not forgotten about them at all. No, they will have things to do for sure. I have picked Violet to be the new mayor here in Aventurine. In her place, Halvard will step in. He will also be responsible for rebuilding Castle Hammerwatch. He and Kip will construct a strong and lasting defense that will keep pirates off that beach forever. There are a lot of people around. Yes, there is, and now I have come to you, my friend, as Archibald spent and kept spending. The coffers of the castle are fairly dry. I can't give you much, but if you talk to Kip, he will set you up. I think you'll be more than happy. Okay? I will. Then I guess this is it? Yes, it is. This ends our journey together. May the future shine brightly upon you. You will be mentioned for many generations ahead. It was a pleasure. Rule wisely, King Roland. Roll credits.
They were really trying to do a Lord British thing with King Roland.
Mm-hmm.
And it really just did not match with him. And then a lot of the other characters kind of were derivative or one note.
Mm-hmm.
For how much dialogue is in the game, I think that's kind of...
Yeah.
I don't know. Because, like, we wouldn't have missed much if we just had, skimmed through.
Yeah.
Oh, are you on this? Did hitting space move you to the second credit screen?
Exit. Credits are gone.
You didn't want to vibe on the second credit screen that actually had more of a vibe. Also, there was another quest left.
Oh, really?
Yep. It was on the screen when you hit exit game in the credits.
Oh, yes.
As for what it is, or whatever, I don't know. I only went up to the final boss. He's back in the throne room.
I can't do that yet. That skill is not ready. I can't do that yet. That skill is not ready. I have no stamina.
Oh. Probably because you exited mid credits.
Probably. Alright. Words and stuff.
All right. Then hit space, a second thing, and hit continue.
Continue. Aha.
Good day.
Lord Kipraver. Ah, yes, I have been digging about in the vaults here. I have a stack of random gear and items for you. There's not much money since Archibald spent a lot of it, but here's something at least. Oh, wow, this is too much. I was expecting nothing.
Excellent.
Here you go. Some random thingies.
Oh, look, master grade gear. Oh, neat. To use on nothing. Never mind. That was not worth it. You can take it on to our next adventure. Oh, wait.
I can't do that yet.
Alright, cinematically walk down.
Yeah, no. No, I think we're actually done.
Yeah. There's a couple of leftover quests, but save. And once it's done saving, quit to menu. Excuse me. That was pretty interesting. I did like the lots of skills and stuff that I had as the wizard.
Yeah. I feel like there are many different aspects of character building
Mm,
that still are kind of in confliction with each other.
yeah.
For example, pretty much I looked at their remember how I had to respec my ranger?
Mm-hmm.
Universally, everything I looked through was just objectively weaker than just enchanted arrows and being mostly melee.
Yeah.
But I was a ranger, the range character.
Yeah, that's definitely really weird.
um, the fact that some characters have like different mechanics related to using all three of the resources, but with all stats, it's pretty much only viable to lean into two at most.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
conflicting stat things. Warlock is by far the worst one, I think, as far as like build incoherency.
Yeah.
We didn't really see that much of that because neither of us was running it. But like, I like Warlock. I tried to make Warlock work because I liked it in the other games. It is just kind of it has too much conflicting.
Yeah.
Before I forget about it, I'm going to make sure I set up a new profile on Heroes of Hammerwatch 2. So that way I don't join you with a max profile whenever we get to that.
Hmm. Let's see. Oh, we were gonna do Darksiders Genesis next, right?
New profile, set profile, yada yada yada.
Because I still need to
Yeah.
get Heroes of Hammerwatch too. Yeah,
What?
so
You
I'll
don't
go.
have a game?
I don't have a game.
Deep tragedy. However, will we ever possibly? Why are they bundling it with Deep Rock Galactic Survivor?
Probably a partnership.
Yeah.
It is kind of weird though.
Oh look, a problem's been fixed. Heroes of Hammerwatch 2 actually has two different elemental magic classes,
Hmm.
wizard and sorcerer, and both of them kind of play with different sort of ideas as far as magic builds. They definitely play a lot better than I think they play with some interesting things because one of them leans more on being a elementalist
Hmm.
for a lot of different things, and the other kind of plays on like efficiency casting and just spamming spells
Yeah.
and different things. And there's a variety of build options since you also can you basically you have a set of skills, you level up those skills, and then at a certain point you unlock um, basically like promotion classes, but they're basically like subclasses that give you different sets of skills to add on top of what you have at your base.
Hmm.
For example, the paladin has one that if you played League of Legends, right?
A little bit.
You know the item Sunfire Cape.
Um, if I Google it, I will know. Sunfire Cape. Um, Unique Immolate deals fire damage or magic damage per second to enemies.
Yeah. Basically, imagine you have Sunfire Cape, but it's able to be stacked up by doing different things
Hmm.
on the paladin as
Okay.
just one of your as your core passive, and then you stack it with two other abilities that's kind of work with it.
Nice.
And but that's just like one prestige direction you could take the paladin, for example. It's
Yeah.
just like I am a ball of fire paladin. Who needs to cast fall of fire of ball when one could be ball of fire? And the region craziness with Ranger and here Hammerwatch 2 comes
Hmm.
back, but it actually is attributed to a class that makes more sense in the barbarian
Hmm.
with more melee focused skills.
Yeah.
Ranger is actually a ranged DPS, though you can actually build the melee, which is actually fun because you have these sort of dual blade weapons.
Hmm.
I actually kind of leaned into using a bow and arrow or ranged weapons with thief and then melee weapons with ranger
That's
because
hilarious.
you can use any weapon on any character as
Yeah.
long as you have the stat requirements. Like being battle axe warlock. It's a completely viable build. It actually works surprisingly well
Yeah.
because the way that the warlock's lifesteal thing is on a passive attached to just doing auto attacks, whatever the auto attack is,
Hmm.
and the axe because each weapon has a basically a primary and a second ability.
Hmm.
The axe's second ability is basically is spin to win. You just spin around with the axe. So you add in the life steal on the axe while spinning around, and you apply life steal to all the enemies as you just spin through them.
That's hilarious.
But build crafting is kind of fun in that game, and it does the same thing where you're kind of incentivized to create one of each character class
Hmm.
because based on the levels you reach on it, you get a permanent passive across all characters. On top of that, there's also achievements with each character that also add permanent stat points
Yeah.
based on the achievement. So, like, if you get, I think if you kill a certain number of enemies or hit certain milestones with, say, Barbarian, it will apply strength stat to increases to all characters.
Cool.
It's actually almost stronger than it was in the first game as far as like the stuff you get from achievements for characters.
Oh wow. Yeah,
So
the first game, the bonuses were pretty significant.
in this one, they're even more so because they're stat tied on top of their regular passive bonus for the guild bonus.
Hmm.
So you have guild bonus and then achievement bonus. But that'll be for a different time. You want to do Darksiders next time then?
Yeah, let's go run through Darksiders Genesis and then Heroes of Hammerwatch 2.
Cool. I have no idea how long Darksiders Genesis is. Goggle, tell me.
Where do we go? Darksiders.
15 to 20.
Let's
So, I mean, completionist 28 to 31. Main plus extra is 20 to 21. So, depending on how much like map travel, probably
Mhm.
about the same as Heroes 2 took.
This was what, part 4 today?
I think so.
Part 5.
Part 5.
Yeah, unless I
I
messed
think
up the
maybe
counting.
yeah, maybe a little bit shorter because if depending on if there's the same backtracking.
Mhm.
I think this game would have been shorter if we just had less map travel across the
Yeah.
board. Important question though, which of the two characters do you want to play?
Um, probably Strife. Um, just because I've played War in the first game. Um, but
Sorry, I missed a little bit of that. My headset is low on power.
oh,
You said
um,
probably Strife, you said? And then
yeah,
I
probably
lost
Strife.
after that.
Since I've played War in the first game. But if you
Fair
were
enough.
really hoping to be Strife, then I'll play it a second time. I
Uh,
mean, I'll probably play it
it is also
multiple times a
even
day.
War play. Like I said, I played like just through the intro. Even War play is different in this game, but
Hmm.
um, yeah, I don't mind if you want to be strifeless. How far are you in 3?
Um, I am like halfway, I think, in 3. Where is it? Darksiders 3. I just look at achievements and stuff. I have 30% of the achievements, so yeah, probably about halfway.
Makes sense. So you're not going for 100% on that one.
Yeah, probably not. I don't think I got
Just
100% on the others. Maybe the first one I got 100%, but the second one I definitely don't.
first one is honestly probably easier to 100% as far as like keeping yourself paced and going on it,
Yeah.
given the more Zelda clone design.
Mm.
Second one, I feel like I haven't looked at the achievements for it, but I just feel like based on the game's design, it could have some pretty absurd ones stuck in there.
I know that one of them is play the game again on a higher difficulty, which I'm not
Mm.
super fond of, that style of achievement. I have 32% of Darksiders 2's achievements. Excuse me, I have 64% because there's 50 achievements. And I've beaten that game.
Mm.
Um, yeah, there's go find things, complete the game again, unlock all the things, defeat a hard boss, reach a high level, complete some side area, complete the game on a higher difficulty,
Then what's it? Oh,
equip items, and then do all the things.
do you want to go back to Dying Light 1 for the other side content?
Oh, there's more side content in Dying Light 1?
Yeah, the Hell Raid. It's up to you on those. They're not as the big one is the following.
Yeah, I think the
The main
reason I
game,
wasn't interested in Hellraid was it was more combat focused, wasn't it?
yeah, it's a series. It's like a series of like small combat arenas that you go through that are connected in kind of like a dungeons esque format.
Mm-hmm.
It's more dungeon crawl design,
Yeah.
and then
I mean, we could do
that was
that
really the
like
only big
real
one.
quick before we do Darkside or not Darksiders 2, Dying Light 2.
Yeah, it's up to you if you want to do it. I think that's Hell Raid is definitely the range of uh, very much optional. So the big thing is reason why I definitely would say do the following is you saw how much there was to the following.
Yeah.
Like it was basically a full basically a second game tied to that first game.
Yeah.
Also, the end of the following goes directly into Dying Light the Beast for continuity stuff.
Yeah.
Um,
No, I liked the following. I'm not sure how much I'm going to enjoy. Um,
which we still have all of Dying Light 2, and
yeah.
Dying Light 2 has a smaller DLC, but it's kind of like it's a combat arena based one, but it actually has a storyline and different things to it,
Mm-hmm.
or more combat challenge sort of thing. It's not the greatest storyline, but it is still not a bad one to play through.
Okay.
And then Dying Light 2 also has its dedicated roguelike mode,
Mm-hmm.
which you might vibe more with Dying Light 2's combat because it's a different design on the combat.
Yeah.
Things like perfect dodges and blocking exist
Yeah.
that enemies react to. So like if you perfect dodge, if you it can put an enemy off balance or stun them,
Mm-hmm.
sort of thing. Then Dying Light the Beast is I'm kind of curious to see if they're ever gonna check Dying Light the Beast. No, they haven't mentioned anything about DLC or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They did the usual thing where they eventually added in legend levels because those weren't in the game at base,
Mm-hmm.
and then nightmare difficulty. There's the Yeah, so they're past their 11-week roadmap. But we don't know what they're doing after that yet.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Yeah, New Game Plus they added. That was part of that roadmap. A few weapon packs like they like to do because people like buying random weapon packs for playing the game.
Mm-hmm.
Then they're talking about their anniversary sale that ended February 18th.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, no updates yet on DLC for Dying Light Beast, which I do kind of hope they do because I think the base game has enough interesting that could be expanded in a DLC.
Mm-hmm.
because it's built off of a lot of the same bones as Dying Light 2,
Hmm.
just done in a more polished fashion.
Yeah, that is
So,
how we hope sequels happen.
well, Dying Light 2 was an engine and systems shift, so you'll notice that it definitely feels distinctly different in several ways.
Yeah, I've heard that a lot of times sequels don't actually fully redo or reuse that much from the platforms before. So
Yeah. Well, it's interesting too because so like, as far as like the skills that the main character of Dying Light 2, Aiden has,
mhm,
some of them overlap with Crane, some of them are distinctly different,
yeah,
and some of Crane's abilities don't come back until Dying Light the Beast.
mhm,
So like the instant grab break,
yeah.
that is a Crane specific skill. In Dying
That
Light
one,
2, Aiden will expend his grab break is expending a throwing knife
mhm,
and stabbing the zombie with that to break out of the grab.
yeah. I think I
So it's
remember
resource
you.
based,
Yeah, I think I remember you talking about that. It's
and that's just one
definitely,
example.
yeah. Um, there are definitely some different things as far as like the game goes. Like depending on how they're trying to encourage you to play the game, like they don't want you like trying to just tank all of the zombies. Then making that resource based makes a lot of sense.
But that's just the thing. You can still kind of like, I'll see. I'm not going to mention more. I'm kind of curious with you just coming off of the first one, going into the second one, what you think about the changes,
Yeah.
because it's not even like the first iteration of changes.
Hmm.
You're on game is fully complete and has gone through you went from fully complete Dying Light 1 experience, the combat after all of the patches and everything, and you'll be going into fully complete Dying Light 2 experience after all the patches and everything.
Yeah. I do have a tendency to want to play games like after all of the patches and stuff to have like the uniform experience more or less.
I will say, like, in base game, before they did a bunch of the patches, human enemies were actually way more difficult in the original version,
Hmm.
and
Because
they are by far toned down now.
there's less firearms in two, isn't there?
Yeah, but you get a lot more, like, semi-ranged tools more
Yeah.
frequently.
Not that I
Bow and
used my
arrow,
firearms properly in the first game.
if if you go there's 2 different story routes too,
Hmm.
as far as which factions you kinda follow or support.
Yeah.
One of the factions does give you, like, a magazine-loaded automatic crossbow
Aren't they
or
the
semi-automatic crossbow.
aren't they the evil people though?
Uh,
Depending on how you value
Depending on
certain
political
things.
beliefs.
Yeah.
We s If stream's still up, yes, they are the authoritarian faction is the one that gives you
Hmm.
uh
Yeah, stream is still up.
yeah, versus the more anarchist faction,
Yeah.
which the anarchist faction also has its own issues, but
Yeah, that is
I don't wanna say too much. Again, I want you to go into a blind,
yeah.
mostly. I'll say but, yeah, as you support the more survivors slash more anarchist faction,
Mm.
you get more traversal enhancements to the map as a whole in those regions. So they add like trampolines to help you traverse certain areas or additional zip lines and stuff like that.
Nice.
Whereas if you support the more authoritarian faction, they give you their thing is the automatic crossbow
Mm.
or semi-automatic crossbow that you get, I think, after you get like close to half on their like support thing.
Mm.
But in general, their average enhancements are things related to adding traps across the map,
Mm.
defensive structures, even mounted turrets that you can just hop onto if you need to clear out enemies in the area. Arguably, as far as like functional gameplay, you're going to end up using the traversal tools far more than just the traps.
Yeah.
But there are certain situations where the traps are quite valuable. But they are definitely more situational in use case.
Mhm.
Whereas you're just running through the city and, oh, here's a convenient trampoline. Oh, here's a convenient zip line, so on.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, they throw all the faction things out the window the second they get to dying like the beast.
That's hilarious.
I think they were from the trailers, they wanted to be way more ambitious with it, and it's clear they rewrote the story several times.
Mm.
Just because even in the early trailers, the entire thing about choices matter that they were
Mhm.
showing off in this example event they were doing with gameplay and everything is something that doesn't happen in the game anywhere near the way they describe it.
Hmm.
It was something about related to raising or lowering water in a dam or something.
Hmm.
If you do one options, people get water. If you do the other options, on some sort of specialized zombie comes out of the muck,
Hmm.
and they had like it was like you were at like this control thing and had to choose where to divert the water or whatever. Uh, but you know the way that that was entirely presented and everything does not happen in the game.
That's weird.
I feel like they scaled back a lot of things because I think they really wanted to do this over the like this really ambitious thing where you're constantly changing the map by your choices, and then they realized how extremely costly that is.
Yeah, that's definitely I can definitely see that being very complicated very quickly.
Hmm. And that's also why I think they boiled it down to just the flavors of faction support for most of it.
Yeah. Yeah, because the more branching paths you have that result in changes to the map, the more you have to like test. Okay, does this is this compatible with this other thing, or all of that stuff, and making sure like you can still path through the game.
Hmm. And in the Beast, they narrow down a lot of the more of the choices to being like quest line specific or like smaller narrative focused things.
Yeah.
Which and just by doing that, still having the choices, I think it matters,
Hmm.
but it isn't overly scaled
Yeah.
because they were trying to go telltale levels of split dialogue trees,
Oh wow. Yeah, that's not
and it was and they definitely had to scale it down or make things have less influence in them and stuff like that. You'll see where they had leaned into it more and leaned into it less.
yeah.
any other personal games you've been playing? I think I saw you playing Apolog.
Yeah, so we played the Norp Apolog, or I don't know why I say we in like the royal sense here. I played the Norp Apolog on Wednesday last week on stream. It was
It's a
interesting.
fun, it's a fun, chill little game.
Yeah. Um, I decided I don't want to finish it on stream, just because I don't think it's that interesting to watch.
It's also
Especially,
surprisingly not as long as you think it is
yeah,
either. Like once you go through it, it leans into the sort of thing where it kind of challenges you to say, "Hey, how quickly can you do it?"
yeah, yeah.
In time trial style thing.
I've gotten pretty close to the end of it, I think. Um, so I probably, well, I couldn't have done it all on stream. But I could probably finish it on stream next week if I wanted to. But
Mhm.
I am going to play through Final Fantasy VII, the remake, which I'm excited for. I've already played
Nice.
the remake, but I'm gonna do it on stream anyway, just so there's a record of it. You were gonna say something,
I was just a nice.
yeah. Um,
Uh, as far as my games, I've been bouncing uh bit through. I'm doing a second playthrough of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2
hmm, I've heard good
with
things about that one.
hardcore mode on, which is just a lot less UI and a lot more having to actually engage with the world's design
Yeah, is it
by taking away a
single
lot of
life?
conveniences. No,
Okay,
just significantly reduced combat UI and health UI and condition UI.
yeah. I do like
So you have to kind of
games that do well with a minimal user interface.
it does well. There's still some user interface, but the other stuff it does is you have your map marker is changed, so you don't have a position of where you are on the map.
Hmm.
Quest markers only show up when you're right close to the objective.
Hmm.
So a lot more of having to actually interpret where you are on the map based on like geographical clues and stuff like that.
I do feel like we're a little spoiled with our compasses and quest markers and maps that
Yep.
navigate us directly to the spaces. I feel like a lot of games end up there's definitely a balance because like I think Hammerwatch 2, the game we just played, was a little heavy on dialogue and stuff, but I
Mhm.
feel like some games could benefit from like the player needing to pay attention to the story um a little bit more. But you do have to balance between like is this a cinematic or is this an actual game? Like
Yeah.
um
Well, I think have you played either KCD game?
I haven't. I really want to though.
I think you'll enjoy it
Hmm.
for that because it does do basically what you're asking.
Yeah.
There are quest marker things, but there are also several instances where you just need to figure stuff out from paying attention to what's going on in the world around you.
Hmm.
But yeah, the other games I've been also playing is Avowed and Outer Worlds 2. The recent Obsidian games, just kind of bouncing back and forth between the two.
Hmm.
It's been interesting to kind of see both of those games that kind of undersold, but they have interesting merits on their own.
Yeah. Yeah. I heard mixed things about Outer Worlds 1. I haven't heard much about Outer Worlds 2. Avowed, I'm aware of it exists, but I haven't really heard that much. But I'm also not super well informed.
Avowed's interesting. It's in the same worlds as Pillars of Eternity,
Hmm.
which is also Obsidian Games, which those are more CRPG designed,
Yeah.
whereas Avowed's more first person,
Hmm.
Almost Skyrim like, but a bit more number focused. Uh, Outer Worlds is good.
Hmm.
Um, I Some people have pushed back against it. I don't really get that as much.
Hmm.
I think it's enjoyable for what it sets out to do.
Yeah.
People wanted it to be, I think, because Outer Worlds was kind of the first person RPG dropped out by Obsidian
Hmm.
since they did New Vegas. So I think people went into it thinking, "Oh, this is going to be Space New Vegas, right?"
Yeah.
And no, it's Outer Worlds. It's its own thing.
I really wish people would learn to evaluate games based on its individual merit. It's fine to make some comparisons here and there if it's necessary, but like if you go into a game or any piece of media expecting expecting a certain outcome, and then like,
Yeah,
well, the game didn't give me the outcome that I wanted from it. Well, why did you want that outcome from that game? Like
yeah,
it
yeah.
it's like,
Like I've had going back
go
to
ahead.
Come Deliverance. It's pretty much the perfect example of that. I've had
Yeah.
multiple people try who originally tried Kingdom Come Deliverance bounce off it their first times trying it
Yeah. And that's fine. Like
because,
if you're going in for, like,
well,
if you're looking for a particular experience and like
well,
you play a game and it's like that's not the experience that you were looking for, that's fine to bounce off of it. Just don't trash the game and say that's the game's
well,
fault.
well. The reason why I mentioned Kingdom Come Deliverance, you are a peasant with a sword in the first game.
Hmm.
You are not good at sword play. You cannot just go into combat and expect to succeed.
Yeah.
If you go in there with like a cheap rusted sword and ragtag armor, you'll just get destroyed at
Yeah.
the start of the game. Your character has no sword skills built up or anything.
I think a
Your
lot of
character's also
games.
not good at stealth. Your character's not good at functionally anything at the start of the game, and you feel it way more in KCD than any other game.
Yeah, a lot of games sort of spoil you by making you too overpowered at the very beginning.
Yeah,
Or maybe not necessarily like too overpowered, but like the beginning of the game, like you go up against stuff that you can definitely do. There isn't there isn't as much of the like, I'm not saying that Dark Souls necessarily does this like the best, but like Dark Souls, there's definitely a real sense of progression because like you can run into things that you're not supposed to be able to deal with, and like the lesson you're supposed to learn is, oh, this is the wrong way. Let me go somewhere else.
yeah. You will get that entirely in Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Yeah,
You will
and
realize I am a weakling with a sword that cannot fight this man in plate mail.
hmm.
This is bad idea.
Dark
And
Souls
that's the
definitely
other.
benefits from being a small map, so there aren't like that many paths to go for. I've heard Kingdom Come
Yeah,
Deliverance is a little is sort of like a bigger world.
it
Um,
is, but it's more of the content you try to engage than location on the map.
yeah, there's definitely some element of like, because like one of the
But
things I played Skyrim once, and
yeah,
um like one of the things that I sort of struggled with is like feeling like I don't really know where I'm supposed to be going. Um, Now Skyrim does have like a map and stuff, and so like I could have been doing that more, but like I definitely felt lost at the very beginning, and that's just a thing that I need to like go back and figure out what I was doing wrong and stuff. But like that's like an experience that I don't really want, is feeling like, where am I supposed to be going? Like, I don't feel like I've been given enough direction.
Yeah, they will give you direction, but they will also give you open, like, KCD will give you direction, but other times it will just say, "Go do something in this area,"
Mm,
with, and you have to get context clues from either interacting with NPCs in the area or stuff like that.
yeah.
And the other thing is with KCD is you're always slowly progressing your character's improvement,
Mm,
even if it feels like you're doing something completely unrelated.
yeah.
So, like, sometimes you will just hit a wall, and the best option is to just go somewhere else or realize you are not effective enough at what you're doing to do this thing yet.
Yeah.
And the game also intentionally disencourages save scumming.
Mm,
Saving is a resource using a item called Savior Snaps or by sleeping in a bed.
mm,
So you either need to invest in the alchemy of making more Savior Snaps or some other method of making money to get Savior Snaps.
yeah. I I I played the like Tomb Raider games, and the first three games have three different philosophies in how you save your game. The first one,
Mm,
it's sort of like a checkpoint system. The second one, I remember being like, save whenever you want. And then the third one felt like it was like a mix between the two, where you could save wherever you wanted, but saves were
mhm,
a limited resource. And it's definitely one of those things where, like, what is the best balance between these types of things? I'd have a
mhm.
tendency to prefer like the Tomb Raider 1 approach, where you can save at particular checkpoint type stuff. Because
Oh, that does remind me. That is one other spot that KCD does save is with certain story beats.
yeah.
So if you
Um
progress a story beat of a quest, usually I'll make a save at that spot
mm,
as well.
um, I tend to prefer like the checkpoint system, just because like it discourages like the save scumming thing, but also like it doesn't leave me in a place where like I feel like I played wrong if I didn't save, because like I I run into the two different problems. I either save every 5 seconds or I save every 5 hours. I can never get myself to like balance between those types of things. And I feel like the
Yeah,
checkpoint system helps with like making sure that like you're reminded to save, but it's still limited.
yeah.
Um, and I don't know. I just really liked that system.
And some
But
people were abrasive against the save your schnapps concept, but I still think it works because the game you want to be encouraged to always be doing something that improves your skills, and alchemy is
yeah,
one of those things, or doing any sort of way method of trading improves your speed skill.
yeah. I mean, depending on like the game, like I do think you should be able to like sort of. Well, I
And you could
guess.
always do when you exit the game, it always makes an exit save
Okay, yeah,
as well. So there's no like friction as far as when you want to stop either.
yeah. And then like you can't, unless you want to like Alt F4 every 5 seconds to save scum that way. Like, um,
Yeah,
even
it's a
then,
you can't. Yeah, and then the other thing also that it helps disincentivize it, at least until you level up your drinking skill, because yes, you're a Slavic character, you have a drinking skill. Uh, but yeah, you have a drink when you take use the savior stuff. So you hit escape, hit save game, whatever.
mm,
Because you're consuming alcohol, your character gets tipsy a bit.
yeah,
So it also kind of disencourages, at least in early game, trying to save scum until you get your drinking skill up or whatever. so you're not trying to go save scum into a fight while drunk.
Yeah. I do think that's a good system. Because like I do think that save scumming is not super um it is not the most fun way to play.
Mhm.
And depending on like the amount of randomness that is in the game, because like if there's a lot of like Baldur's Gate 3, like if there are like encounters where like I have a character with a super high ability or whatever, and like I have one chance to roll a success on something, and like if I
Mhm.
don't succeed, then like I get kind of annoyed because I just want to do the thing.
Yeah,
um
which they kind of try
as
to mitigate that with inspirations.
Yeah. But then you're limited into how many you can hold on to, which doesn't make any sense to me. But that's why one of the mods I use is unlimited and uncapped inspirations. Um, but yeah, no, like, but even then, you can roll your inspiration, and oh look, you failed again. I don't know. It's just
I mean, Baldur's Gate 3 has different philosophy though. Its
yeah,
entire design is it really wants you to play out your failures.
yeah. I don't mind playing out my failures if it's me that failed, but if like I rolled bad, I don't. That doesn't feel the same as like, oh, I messed up, and so I'm gonna like deal with the consequences of like if in Baldur's
I
Gate
mean,
3,
then
like if I like throw a fireball at like a group of enemies, then like that's my fault. But like if I talk to an NPC and like um it asks me to make a persuasion check um to learn some extra information or whatever, and then I roll a natural one, like, oh, okay, well, that doesn't feel the same.
I mean, it's supposed to be a check against your character's skill and stuff like that. I mean, if you're really that averse to it, then all you have to do is just play a halfling bard.
Yeah.
Halflings can't roll ones.
Hmm.
Then bard, you get the jack of all trades perks.
Yeah.
That's also kind of like then you're building it to your desires of wanting to pass all the skill checks.
Mm.
You'll still fail sometimes, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't. If I fail a thing, yes, I will try to succeed anyways on things, and uh, when I play Baldur's Gate, but I also will just play out failures on things too.
Yeah. I do recognize that this is like my idiosyncrasy and not like
Yeah,
a
yeah,
problem with the game itself. Like
yeah.
if and I wish a lot more people would like interact with like the game systems and sort of differentiate between, is this a thing that I don't like, or is this a thing that's actually like not good for like the experience the game is trying to go for. And it's definitely difficult to separate those two because egocentrism, like everyone has a tendency to feel like the things that are best for me are the things that are best for everyone, and I'm definitely not immune to that.
Yeah, and that's the thing is the core thing about Baldur's Gate 3 is it is a D&D game, so there has to
Hmm.
be dice rolls.
Yeah.
Whereas like just the easy example of one that you don't have to do that is just playing other layering in RPGs, i.e. Original Sin 1 and 2.
Yeah, I did like the systems in Divinity Original Sin a lot more than Baldur's Gate. So
Mm.
I I
It's more skill minimum focus, so it's a distinctly different system.
yeah. I do not like D&D 5th edition that much. So I tend to prefer to role play more in games like that than to like roll lots of dice, which feels counterintuitive because like the game is sort of more about the dice rolls than it is about, well,
Well,
it depends on your
there's a
table,
distinct,
but
yeah, because like when you have a good table, like sometimes how you say something, the DM might say, "Hey, you have advantage on this roll because what you did is extra clever on XYZ thing," sort of thing.
mhm,
So, in the second you translate it to a video game with a set list of dialogue options,
yeah.
you get a distinct difference in feel there. Unless we wanted to go through some sort of hellscape where we plug Chat GTP into a D&D game.
No, I don't want that. I
No
never
one
want
wants
that.
that.
I would rather like a studio like build into its system like a really great virtual tabletop thing that allows like players to have like the DM there to like do stuff than ChatGPT enter it. Even if that means that like I couldn't play some of it because I don't have enough friends. Or, you know, more accurately, scheduling.
Mm.
But I don't know. But that is again like my personal like thing. Like Baldur's Gate 3 is definitely popular for a very good reason. Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition again popular for very good reasons. Um so well, I don't know if necessarily the reasons it's popular are good reasons, but it's popular for a reason. Um but yeah. And like people like Baldur's Gate 3 even if I don't like certain elements of it.
Well, I mean, you talk about the biggest reason, the low barrier to entry.
Oh yeah, the low barrier to entry is like a super awesome thing. Like it's
Well, I think it's one of the
uh,
strongest things. Like,
yeah.
even right now, okay, let's see. If I wanted to let's go for the closest competitor, Pathfinder character sheet or
Mm,
character builder. And we're specifically looking for basically the equivalent of, you know how there's D&D Beyond, right?
yeah.
Let's just see how, go to a Pathfinder character builder, new character, and just not hitting any buttons, get started. Bam, this is already massively less intuitive than Roll20's layout.
Yeah.
Or sorry, D&D Beyond's layout. Now let's see, Ancestry. If we go to all ancestries, oh, here's all of these different things.
Are you on Path Builder?
Oh, no, I'm just, yeah, Path Builder 2E. Now we have multiple different things that have Gorons, Flesh Warps, Fletchlings, things that don't have as much common, like, there's some in here that do make sense, but like a lot more abnormal classes that don't have a equivalent sort of thing that we easily understand. Some classes are racially locked in this game too.
Mm, yeah. Yeah.
Go
Like
to
it
Druid,
gives. So
they
I
have
just
like a
pulled up.
multitude of subclasses.
I just pulled it up on stream real quick just to have it
Yeah,
here. Um. There. And like first thing for me is that like there's a whole lot of options right away, and I'm not sure where I'm
yeah,
supposed to start. Um,
right.
like
Whereas like if we had D&D Beyond right next to it,
yeah. Now, if I was familiar with the system, then like that would be fine. But like to
yeah,
get started, like I would like a system that like sort of guides me through
Yeah,
character creation. Um,
and
and
functionally, that's what D&D Beyond does. Even um, let's go even more so. There was no option for this in Path Builder, right? But
mm,
if I go to D&D Beyond, I'm doing it on my phone just because don't want to try to log in here. Create new character. I can choose a pre-made right at the beginning as an option if I want to just have a quick pre-made character
so make me
that will
sign in.
functionally work. Or I could do this. And then there's also the option, even if I could use standard build, or even more streamlined, I can click the quick build option.
Mhm.
Choose class. Let's do the boring. Let's go fighter. Choose species.
They got to be a humming
Yep,
fighter man, fighter man.
human. Fighter man. Great character. Character name Fighter Man. Now there's a few options, but the options are laid out in a way that explains each one as I go through here. What's
Mm,
the advancement type? Milestone. Hit point type? Fixed.
yeah.
Something that your DM could easily run you through. Cool.
Mhm.
Hit the next button. Okay, now we're looking at core fighter traits. A lot of these, because I took choose quick, are already filled out.
Yeah.
Cool. These are already filled out. Let's just go to next. Choose background. Oh, this is already filled out. I only have to choose an ability score. Let's increase some ability scores by, let's put 1 in constitution, 2 in strength.
Mm,
Cool. I am a human. Nothing needs changed on this page. Here's standard array. Oh, look, they already auto laid out the standard array because I chose quick build in a way that works for fighter. Cool. I don't
mm,
need to do anything on this page.
yeah.
Use equipment. Oh, here's quick check boxes. I'll start with the basic fighter starting equipment. Add starting equipment. Cool. Done. Next. View character sheet. I am already ready with a character sheet, able to play the game as Fighter Man, a human fighter level 1.
Exactly. Like that level of ease of access is super important. Um, and that's like one of the things that has probably held back a lot of tabletop RPGs is just how complicated like character creation is. Just like getting started
Yeah.
can be.
And then the other thing is just the very simple layout of D&D Beyond because they do it in this, especially on the mobile version where you have the different pages.
Mm,
Hey, roll strength check. All I have to do is tap the strength button. Cool,
yeah,
it did a strength check.
exactly.
Let's see. If I create a character, can I even roll on this? Let's just click every this one, except this one. Sure, you can have that feat and that feat, and sure, you could be named Unknown Adventurer. Uh, add weapon, Bastard Sword, give. Cool. How do I do an attack here? Is there an attack button? Nope, that just tells me if I'm wielding it. Uh, okay, so if I go up here, uh, nope, that still doesn't really explain. Oh, I rolled something, but I don't know if I rolled the right modifier because this is not easily explained.
Oh yeah.
See, like, I'm just trying to see, okay, how quickly can I get to being able to do a roll on this? And yeah, I can't get to a easy roll that's explained.
Yeah. it's a little sad how the internet is allowed for a lot of easy community built tools, but like companies won't leverage their community that well because they want to make the most money. I don't know. Like, I was involved with Indie Gaming League for a while, which did a lot of Rocket League stuff. But did Rocket League care? No. We were just the largest intramural free-to-play gaming league in the entire world. Rocket League. Nothing. Nope. Didn't help us.
Mm-hmm.
Like, engage with your community like a little bit.
What about Deadlock, you said?
Well, I don't know anything about Deadlock, but
It's one of the top. It's one of the top 3 largest MOBA style games currently in existence.
Mm.
It is still in invite only early access.
Yeah.
It has no monetization built into the game. It has no progression system built into the game. You just go and you play matches. People just keep looking at the thing as like, this game's been out for 3 years. When is the game going to actually be out?
Yeah. Chip Sounder says, was modding. Can you elaborate a little bit more? I'm not entirely sure what you mean. But mods are definitely like a thing that have started to be a little bit more built into games. Because I remember early on when I was doing modifications to games, like, it was always like really super confusing. I had to download different things, and the mods would run their own installers and stuff. But whereas now, like Baldur's Gate 3 and
Well, I mean, maybe at baseline, they might be asking, what is mod?
Oh, I mean, we weren't talking about modding before that, but
You did mention mods with Baldur's Gate.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Essentially,
Chip Sounder says, I'm a chat moderator for a channel, and the young lady is autistic and blind. People are mean, so they needed to go help with a different channel. So I'm glad you were able to help out. That's really annoying that people are mean.
yeah. What?
I just don't
Why
understand.
are people terrible?
Yeah, that's the thing that I just don't get about like trying to put myself into somebody else's shoes who's like being mean for no reason. Because like I can be mean, but I try to do so for reasons. Like I've argued with people who are like, some people don't deserve food, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I get to be mean to you now. Like, but anyway, like people who are just like rude for just like, I'm just gonna randomly try and make somebody's day worse. Like, why? Like, I don't even understand what they get out of it. Like, I get that the whole, like, misery loves company, but, like, I don't know. Maybe I just grew up too privileged, where, like, I didn't have, like, that many negative experiences when I was little. So, like, I never wanted to create negative experiences for other people. That doesn't mean I succeeded in always making sure every interaction with other people was positive, but like it was never a desire of mine to make somebody's day worse. And I can't put myself in somebody else's shoes to like make fun of somebody for any particular reason. Anyway, we were talking about games.
Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
Oh right, D&D. Yeah.
We're beyond D&D. Well, we're talking about role-playing games and ease of access, and
Yeah.
that was off of like gripes related to different systems and things.
Mhm. Chip Sounder says, unless we are at a comedy club, then everyone is fair game. I don't fully agree with that. There is definitely some elements of you have entered a space where there might be more comments that like might be mean, but the intention is to like laugh. It's just depending on how one goes about it, like I don't know, like it's I don't know. I don't go to comedy clubs very often, so like maybe this is just like me not understanding like the space very well. But Chip Sounder says, if I'm showing up with a silly looking hat, I'd expect there to be a joke. Well, I mean, if you're showing up and you perceive your hat to be silly looking and you're hoping that somebody makes a joke about it, that's different than like if you're just wearing a hat and somebody makes like a comment that about it, or like if you're just wearing a shirt versus wearing a shirt that has something silly on it, like, and like two different people could be wearing the same hat and one thinks their hat is silly, one thinks their hat is serious, and so like depending on the thing there, the important thing for me is like if the goal should always be that the person I am making a joke about, if I'm making a joke about a person, that they also laugh. If they don't also laugh, then like it's not that good a joke. I don't know, and it's yeah. I mean, there's definitely some element of like you've entered like a comedy club. This is a space where these types of things happen, and so like people do need to be a little bit more like open to that sort of thing. But also like you still have to be careful with like the comments. I don't know. Again, like this is a space that I'm not super familiar with, and I'm always going to be biased towards like my favorite types of jokes are always going to be like puns and stuff where the joke isn't about people or like the things that people might care about. So but that's my own personal bias. And I tend to be a little more overly cautious, unless I know somebody really, really well. Yeah, I know comedians are often like do have uh what was I going to say? Comedians often know like because they have more experience with that, like know better ways of going about doing the jokes about their audience. My brain's being fuzzy. I don't know why. I didn't get that much sleep
Not
last
enough
night,
caffeine.
so yeah, there's that too. I do avoid caffeine as much as I can. I drink water. Very much water. Anyway, Chip Sounder said, I was walking down the road and needed the toilet. To cut a long story short.
But Tish.
I think Discord might have a sound effect. Open soundboard.
I don't know if I have that soundboard. I have a lot of other ridiculous things.
Oh, no, that's... No.
If you hit the, if you click on the microphone next to something, you can hear what it is before you hit play.
Ah. There it is. Yeah, it's just a default one. Now, did it play on the stream? I guess I should have this one over here, and then open soundboard, and then... Okay, I think it's playing through Discord. It's just being weird on the audio mixer on OBS. But now that I know...
Now that you know.
Was there anything else I wanted to talk about with, like, D&D and other games and stuff?
I forgot I had this one. These soundboard things are just cruel.
Hold on, somebody knocked at my door. Although it played on the wrong headphone. It was on my right side, which is there's a.
Oh, you need a left? Sure. Don't worry, I got you.
Ah, now somebody knocked on my door. Let me go get that real quick. Are those
It's just in my soundboard library because I have multiple different Discords and different things from different ones.
Yeah. All right. Well, I don't have anything else that I want to talk about as far as games go, or fun Discord sound effects. Yeah. All right. With that, I think I'm going to go ahead and click over to the thank you for watching screen. Anyone who watches this back, thank you so much. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that fancy YouTube engagement stuff. And if you want to see more content on this channel, Mondays is Sudoku at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Wednesdays will be single-player games, sometime in the early afternoon Eastern Time, depending on when I get home from work. And then Saturdays, cooperative games, 7:30 a.m. 7:30 a.m. Eastern Time. And next week we will start with Darksiders Genesis. Let's see. Did that actually play through the audio? Can you click that again?
1 second. Oh, I'm on a different second. Let's do this one.
Okay, that one definitely played. Okay, so the Yippee did play. I was just looking at the audio mixer and it was like dead. And I'm like, why didn't that like come through? So that was weird. But whatever. With that, time to hit the mute buttons.